Is there anything that you feel he's kind of weak on?
I mean the finish, but I'm not like too stressed about that.
Sure. Good. Now, just to point out what I liked about that right there is because he saw that dog with the frisbee, and even though because you didn't release him, right? Is even though his attention was over there, he still performed the command. Okay. Yeah. So even though he's not eyes on, because a lot of people stress the eyes on the handler. Like no. It's like the dog could be looking at something, and you give them the cue, they should still perform it. So that was good. Okay. So you said the finish is weak, but you're not too worried about that. That's okay. What about like the emergency command?
Yeah, we can probably work on those. Probably just work on like heal, the emergencies, stay.
Okay, sure. So go ahead and just like go through your repertoire a bit, and then I'll take a look at to see if there's anything we're doing incorrectly. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so just step in and tap to correct them up. Tap, tap, tap. Good.
Did he immediately go into it?
It was like a short delay.
Yeah.
Huh.
He just wants to so bad.
Yeah, I know, I could see it. Oh, I see what he's looking at. Good.
Did you see the dog come check out your stuff?
No. Oh, that little one?
The little one ran over.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I saw it running away. Deal.
Was that a break or did he run off on the...
I told him.
Okay. So here,
Come.
right, good. When you do the release, always do the release from a stop
Okay.
and wait for the sit.
For sure.
Wait a moment, because what's gonna happen is when you're healing with them off leash, if you pass by a tree or like with a squirrel, he's gonna assume you're gonna release him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Deal.
But the recall was good.
Try that again. Great.
There you go.
No. Come.
Nice.
Break.
Did you say you had a 100-foot leash too?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, tap, 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 tap. Good. And how's he been with like sits at a distance like that?
I probably could do a little bit more.
Okay.
I normally just have been doing them when...
The walking?
Yeah, just walking by, so I'm gonna...
Release him and then let him do his thing and try down instead.
Great. Down.
Step towards him, tap, tap, tap. Right there, good. I'll have you cycle through those. Just do a bunch of downs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There you go.
Down.
There you go.
Good boy. Great.
Yep. We'll try a couple more. Good.
Great. Down.
Right. Good. We'll pause right there. We're gonna keep them in that down.
Okay.
So what I would do is I would really just favor the downs.
Yeah.
Because those are pretty spot on. Okay. Because sit is actually just difficult for dogs in general, especially if they're in the moving motion. It's harder for them to tuck their butt in for that sit. If you so if you want to do it more so for control's sake, then I would practice it on its own. But for like real life application, if you needed an emergency command, that's the one I would use.
And he, like you said, he does have it pretty good. So.
Yeah. So this one's the one that's going to be functional for sure. Okay.
Noted.
Yeah. And then so now what we'll do is you'll release him, and I'm gonna have you just kind of run around with him, kind of playing and engaging with them. And then randomly as you're playing, you're gonna cue the down, but you're gonna keep your movement.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Don't change it yet.
Correct. And we have an off-leash dog, 2 off-leash dogs behind you there. Just as heads up.
It is quite the day for dogs at Oz Park.
Yeah.
Can't blame them though. Great. Astro.
Yeah. Tap, 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 tap. There you go. Tap, tap.
Down.
Good.
Great. Down.
Right. And then yep, keep your movement as best you can. Right. You can, yep, exactly. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Move into him. Tap, tap, tap. There you go. Good.
Love that. Right. Down.
Good. Yep. Tap, 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 tap. Yep. Tap, tap, tap. There you go. Tap, tap, tap. Yep. And what's your number right now?
It's 127.
Because I was gonna tell you to bump it. I thought you were still at 60.
No, I bumped it a little bit ago.
That's funny.
I've never done something like that with him though, so.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, for sure.
Asking a lot out of him.
Tap, 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 tap. There you go. There you go. Good. Tap, tap, tap. Move into him a bit. Move towards him. There you go. So if he starts to follow you like that, what you can do is move in to get him to lay back down and then start the movement. So every time he gets up, step in and pause with the jumping. Yeah. Until we get him to do it quickly, then we'll try it as you're moving. There you go. Good. Right. There you go. Good. Yep, that was good. Huh?
It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
You don't want to play with me?
Right. Good.
You're getting better.
Yeah. It's getting a lot better. We'll try just a couple more, then we'll give him a break.
Great. Astro. Down.
Right. Good.
Down. Great.
Good. Good.
Down.
Good. Go ahead and pop in the heel and bring him right here.
Heel.
There you go. Nice. Now he's getting tired.
I'll just.
There you go. Good.
He lays down. I'll let him.
Good. So like making it more difficult by keeping your energy, right? Because in the beginning he's like, "Oh, we're playing."
Yeah.
So you're doing two things. Making it more random because you've engaged him, he's stimulated, he's running all over the place, you're playing, and then all of a sudden it's just now you have to work, but I'm still in play mode, right? So then when you work with him now, when you do like your repertoire stuff, whatever, just, and does he have, I can't remember, does he have ball drive?
Yes.
Yep, yeah. So even with the ball, same thing, like you can, put him in a down, throw it, and I'd be stepping on the leash anticipating he's gonna want to take off, so to correct him, and then release for him to go get the ball, or downing as he's in pursuit of the ball, like just changing up where you're putting these commands to make it more difficult, okay? This makes, is gonna improve your downs even more. Like he's got it really good. He's like maybe like, I'm gonna say 80 to 90% there, okay? So like, let's say you take him out to the fields and he's on his own time for like 30 minutes, just running around, having a blast. And like 25 minutes into those 30 minutes, no commands, nothing going on, down. Right, kind of like with the heel, where I was like, you'd walk with them and just randomly tell them to down. Have you been able to do that with just your forward motion and not having to pivot?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how is he with that?
He's good.
He's good? Cool. So yeah, same thing there, you just go, let him play. We don't, because once you start the obedience practice, he's gonna be already like, kind of focused. So I might go and just not do anything for like 20 to 25 minutes, and then randomly as he's running around, down him to see how he performs, okay? And that's gonna be, you know, your sign of how effective or how reliable it's gonna be, okay? Questions on that?
I don't think so.
No, that was good.
He's doing good.
Yeah. That's definitely the command you want to jump to in case of an emergency.
For sure.
Okay. And that it's typically, because you have recall, right? But it's like if he were to cross the street,
Yeah,
you don't want to recall him there. That's where you would put in that down. Okay? Let's go ahead and release. We'll try a couple of more, and then we'll start doing some other stuff.
Okay. No, this way, Astro. Come on. Let's get the camera down. Astro. Okay.
There, you're fine.
Come on. Wait. I don't want to buy a camera.
Try downing him there. Right. Good.
Can I walk off this right now?
You can. Have we done down in a recall?
Do what?
Down during a recall? All right. So yeah, go. Let's get him wrapped around from there. Yeah, pull, 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 pull. There he goes. Good. Down?
Down.
Right. So that's another way to practice it, is randomly during a recall, and he did that really, really well, is cueing that down.
During that.
Yeah, I don't drill it too much because then he's gonna down when you call him, but that's another place that you can put it, right? So there's 6 commands. We have heel, sit, down, stay, come, place, right?
Yes.
And you can make those commands more difficult by where you place them. So like, typically it's just come, right? But then I could throw in a down or technically a sit during that command, right? So I make it more complicated because as he's in motion to me, I'm giving him a stationary cue. Or like, I could send him the place, and as he's running the place, I do a recall, and as he's doing the recall, I can send him the place again. You know, so he never really completes the command until the final one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like if you had like, you know, a towel, you could bring it out and you could do long distance place or whatever. So you're just making it more complicated because you're injecting commands in places where typically we wouldn't, okay? And that's what really builds a strong concept of the cues, because he has to think within that split second and just respond, okay? So that down on that recall was really good because we hadn't done it before, okay? let's go ahead and we'll go into the heel, walk around to it for a bit, come to a stop, go between a couple of sits and downs, and then walk away, but he should stay in position, and then come back to a side.
Heel. Like emergency sets and downs? Or?
All right, so go ahead and come to a stop, and you're gonna just go between those sits and downs while he's stationary, and then during either one of them, like, you know, down to sit, and then just walking away, and he should not move because it comes with the implied stay.
Down. I'd say sit for him to get back up.
Correct.
Well, that's not, I'll try.
Yeah.
Sit.
Tap, 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 tap. A little bit upwards pressure. Right there. Good. We'll try that a couple of more times, just that sequence.
Down. Sit.
Right. Now, as you're tapping, apply leash pressure. Right. There he goes. Good. You're going to try one more rep.
Down. Sit.
Right. Yep. Now use the leash pressure. Good. And then here you're going to go in and walk away. He should stay put. Uh-oh. Yep. Because there was a tap there. Were you doing the tap to correct them? Yeah. There you go.
I thought I saw him, like, he hesitated, but he stayed put, and I thought he was going to come with me.
Yeah. So we'll try doing those sits from the downs to help, because for a dog, sit from down and sit from stand, down from sit and down from stand are different things. So you have to work them individually. Good. Back to the side. We'll pop them into a heel, and then we'll try that. Once you come to a stop, you'll try that sequence again. Good. Right, good. Good. Better. We'll try one more sequence.
Down. Sit.
Nice try, buddy. Yep, you use a little leash pressure here. There you go, almost. Good, good. We're gonna do a heel, we're gonna try that again, okay? Good. Right, good.
Sit.
Right, good.
Boy.
Much better.
Sit.
Now here. Right, good. Go ahead and step away. Up, turn, tap. There, he got it, good.
That doesn't look cozy, but
That's all right. That's acceptable.
yeah, right.
Good, back to a side. And here, you're gonna do a heel and throw in an emergency sit. So earlier, because remember when he did it, he downed and you couldn't fix it? It was probably because he didn't know how to sit up from the down. So now that we've taught that, it should allow you to start being able to fix that problem if you ever see it. Okay, go ahead. Good.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
You'll try, you're gonna do 2 more heels and you're gonna do emergency downs. And then you're gonna do a 3rd heel, but then you'll do an emergency sit.
Gotcha. Down.
Right, good.
Down.
Good.
Sit.
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Good. And then we'll do the heel, the stop, and then you're gonna go to that down and sit sequence again.
Deal. Down. Sit.
Right.
Good boy. Down. Sit.
Good. And then just one more.
Sit.
Yep.
That's a good boy.
Very good. Yep. Go ahead and bring them back. Cool. So, now that we've cut the sit up from the down, if he makes that mistake during your emergency sits, you should be able to correct it. Okay? So if you put him in an emergency sit and he downs and you see him, just crazy, tap him, you should just pop right up. Okay, right? your downs, emergency downs look really, really good. Keep practicing those. And then, practice things regularly. So, like the saying, don't use it, you use it, does apply to obedience. He doesn't really fully forget it until it gets stopped. Okay? So then what I do is, if I have a dog that likes to play fetch, and like if every day you play fetch for 20 minutes, I combine the fetch session with training. Yeah. Emergency down, sits, holding, impulses, throwing the ball while you're down, staying, all that stuff. So you're even though you're not applying it like realistically, like when I'm in a down at a restaurant, you're very good at skills, okay? Especially for that emergency down. Okay? You don't practice that regularly, and then like 9 months goes by, you haven't used it. Then all of a sudden, oh crap, I need it today. So otherwise, you've done a really good job. Sitting here at the fix, emergency down, good. Down here, always good.
That's all I think he has. I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary.
Sure. Yeah, I think she has seasonal. Like she actually has it right now. She has some hives, but they're not bad. But yeah, usually around this time, like springtime, allergies. Last year she had a really bad one where her teeth rolled up. She was on steroids. But we couldn't pinpoint it, and then eventually she went away. And it didn't come back this year, so.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, it was bad. It was working with like twice that size. There's like people yeah. So anything else?
I honestly don't think so.
Yeah, anything else, let us know. Otherwise, really good work, okay?
Yeah, thanks, Justin.
Take care. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah, you too. Take care.